Moving by trike. Here we go. Hey, what is up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to Richie Rich Abroad. I'm Richie Rich.
And this is Cheng.
What are we doing today, Cheng?
Today we're doing a live stream from Sibu.
There's a lot of energy.
Yeah,
Yeah, we are in Sibu at the Bayfront Hotel.
The Bayfront Hotel.
A nice little hotel. They make a little bit too much damn noise. The help does, but if I have to go out there one more time, there's gonna be some furniture moving. So
I know.
So you might want to get up and get out there before I do.
Yes.
But anyway,
I already did, but anyway, today is like a sunny weather, bright weather out here in Cebu, and you know, Cebu's pretty chill. What do you think about Cebu?
It's not bad. It's not bad. I think there's a lot of foreigners here. Per capita, I think there's probably more foreigners than in Manila.
Yeah.
Per capita.
Because everywhere I look, like there's foreigners.
Yeah, and there were some prowlers in the mall though.
I know,
like
right?
Some old. You know how people say in their videos, you know, the place to go to meet young girls is in the mall. There was like some old dudes by themselves walking around, scouring the mall.
Hey, that's our advice, right?
Yeah, that's about
so
I don't know. I don't give that advice. I always say go to Watson's, go to S&M or whatever.
But a lot of times Watson's is in the mall.
It is in S&M, but there's some old cats walking around. You know, some old cats. I mean, seriously old. But whatever. You know, to each his own. But it does seem like a cool place. I might could live here. I might could live here. You know, down the road or something like that. But not bad. Not bad overall, right? Before we get going, before we get into our show, shout out to Jermaine and Nika. Shout out to Jermaine and Nika for having dinner with us a couple of times, actually. We had a good time with Jermaine and Nika. And shout out to Reginald. To Reggie or Reginald. I guess he goes by both. Can we show the?
Yeah, I think we can remove us.
We'll remove us real quick. I don't know if you guys know. If you guys don't know what Stink Shack looks like, we should have put. You know, we should have did a half.
I know, right? I don't have like a picture of
Stink Shack. If you're watching this on the replay, or if you're watching right now, bro, we're gonna show you what you're gonna look like in 20 years, bro. Maybe 15, 20 years. We're gonna show you 20 years. We're gonna show you what you're gonna look like in 20 years. This is what our dude Reginald. You know, I thought he was big, but we got to show this picture. We got to show this picture. Can I flip this right here and show the picture?
Try, honey.
Oh. All right. Okay. So we're back. But anyway, you guys, I'm 225. I'm 5'9", 225. Right around 225. Reginald is a massive human being, and if you can imagine how big he is, if you guys know Stink Shag in the comments, Stink Shag is about the same height, and he's like a spitting image of Stink Shag, like 15, 20 years later. This man was one of the nicest dudes, just like Stink Shag. Nicest dudes.
Gentle giant.
Yeah, gentle giant. But the brother was massive. I mean, that was a
show him one more time, baby.
A big brother. Let me show one. Wow, I mean, this brother towered over me. I mean,
I felt small.
He said he was only 6'3", but I felt like this brother was like 6'4", 6'5". But he was huge. I mean, his hands were. I felt like a circus midget.
And
when I started shaking his hands.
You know what I felt like? Right. I felt like a speck of dust.
Right. Yeah. I mean, but the nicest dude. Shout out to Reggie for taking us out last night and having a good dinner. Reggie. We appreciate you, Reggie. We definitely appreciate you. And we'll flip the script and do it for you when you come out to Manila, brother.
Yes, my stomach was happy as a...
Oh, yeah, we had a good Persian food. It was good. All right, let's get into the show. What you got to tell me?
So our topic for today is for you guys out here who would...
It's for the dudes?
It's for the dudes.
Okay, it's not for the women.
It's not for the women.
Okay, there's 3 of them in the comments?
It's not for the women.
Okay.
But for you guys who plan on coming here to the Philippines or even abroad, not here in the Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, wherever you may want to go, don't lower your standards when you go abroad.
That's the title. The title is so we're going to talk about today, do men lower their standards when they go abroad, right? Now, first off, before we even get started, what's your answer to that?
I think a lot of times men, for the most part...
Are you going to be political?
No, I'm not going to be politically correct or whatever. But I just noticed that a lot of times they lower their standards, because if they don't lower their standards, for the most part, they won't end up in Rafi Tulfo. You know, they won't be. They're not too cautious here. But if they didn't lower their standards, then they wouldn't end up in Rafi Tulfo.
Big difference. Okay, I absolutely agree with you. I think you guys, this whole show is about what you do when you get here versus what you do when you're at home. And my assertion is that a lot of dudes come here and they lower their standards dramatically.
Yes.
If you guys heard the stories that we hear, the things that men do when they get here, it is crazy. I mean, crazy. The shit that men do when they come here. It's absolutely crazy. In this show, if I don't care if we reach one person, if we can get one person to not lower their standards and to have the same standards, if you're a quality man, demand a quality woman. That's it. Let's get into the show. But before we do, last time, I got to admit my faux pas. I don't think I shouted out the audience. I really don't think I shouted out the audience. So I want to make sure we give the audience credit, the people that are up in here.
So don't you fret.
So don't fret. Do the, do your little intro thing. 2 and 2. It's 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
Okay,
don't
guys.
be on here too long. We'll cut you off. Go ahead.
Yeah. So before we start anything, or before you get riled up, or before you share your thoughts, don't forget that this is a call-in live stream, and the number is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It's 415-490-8030. Call us in and give us your take. We are giving you 2 and 2. 2 minutes and 2 seconds to share us your thoughts. Be respectful, because our man is Slick Rick here?
He's here. Of course he's here.
Slick Rick is here, manning the board. And of course, thank you so much, Slick Rick, for making our job easy. And for all of you guys who are first timers, who are first time to come here or watch our live stream, thank you so much for joining in, and I hope you will have a good show.
And if you're a first timer, please let us know where you're watching from.
That's right.
People from Vietnam, people from Canada, from Bermuda, people from where else? Where else did some crazy places?
China.
From China. The audience is getting wider each time. We love it. We absolutely love it. But look, let's shout out the audience. Speaking of which, Michael Moy, my dude, is in the house. Shout out to Michael Moy.
For the shirt.
Mike, you know what? For the shirts, first of all. But, sometimes, bruh, I forget to take pictures, right?
I know, right?
And same with Jermaine and what's her name the other night?
Nika.
We forgot to take pictures, man. But Mike, shout out to you, bro. Sorry, I completely forgot. And it's a good sign, because it means I had a good time. Not that we didn't have a good time with Reggie, but it just
remembered that we were conscious.
Yeah, exactly. But shout out to you, Mike. For also, we had a good time out last week. So. Or the week before, I can't remember.
Yeah, Raymond is here also.
Raymond's in the house. What's up? My man Mo, my brother from Bermuda Mother, is in the house. What's happening, brother? Sam McCall's in the house. What's happening, Sam?
Hello, Sam from Cavite.
Right. And who was Roger Walker? Black Box is in the house. Roger Walker's in the house.
I remember Black Box because we went to IT Park last night.
Right. Exactly. I thought about him too. Anders is in the house. What's happening, Anders?
Hello, Ronnie.
What's happening, Ronnie?
Peter is here, SkyTech.
Peter, hey, what's up, Peter? Long time no see. Obi-Wan's in the house. What's happening, man? And Anders, I shouted out Anders already. Did we miss anybody? DC is in the house. What's happening, bro? All right, David Pryor.
Massive.
Hey, y'all don't know, man. That cat was like, he said 6'3". But I'm telling you, that brother was like 6'5". But that's not even what made. I mean, he's large. But y'all, I'm telling you, Stink Shag is that big too. Stink Shag standing next. I gotta get that picture. We're gonna do a half and half.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Just do a half and half picture. Both those brothers. It was like he was Stink Shag's daddy.
I know.
I mean, for real.
Now you put up that comment on me.
What?
From Raymond.
Where?
You scrolled too fast. Okay. What do you down?
This way?
Yes. You're doing yes. Okay.
Okay, but hold on now. I want this one.
Okay.
Yeah, Obi-Wan says Stan is big. Stink Shag is, you guys, if y'all don't know, another gentle giant. I'm telling you, Reggie is like Stink Shag's daddy.
Soft spoken too.
Super soft spoken, yeah. I mean, just real nice, cool dudes. But man, I'm telling you, man, my father used to say, it takes a big man to whoop me, but it won't take him long. Right? It won't take them long. Those cats are big, man. Anyway, David Pryor's in the house. What's happening, David? What?
Yeah, Raymond.
Raymond said, it's like the Hulk looking down on Captain America. Right? Raymond, bruh, that cat was so large, but the coolest cats. That's what makes, I say it all the time. What makes our channel, what makes me love doing our channel is meeting cool people. There's those other people we meet, but the cool people we meet is what makes us doing our channel. Man, I got lined up nice. Didn't I? Look at that.
Honey, you know what I felt like? I felt like Tinkerbell. Scary. That tiny. I felt that tiny.
Right.
Yeah. So.
All right. So let's get into the topic. Obi-Wan said, I don't think I lowered my standards. I think I moved too quickly overall. And that can be a big problem for a lot of cats too.
For sure.
But Obi-Wan and everybody in the comments, the lines are open. The comments are open as always. Why do cats come here and want to move so fast? Why do cats come here and lower their standards? Why? What's the reason? And I want you, look, this is a live stream. I want y'all to be honest with me, be honest with us, but more than anything else, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Why do cats come here and feel the need to be in a hurry? Now, I get the dudes that are in their late 60s. Yes. I get it. I really do get it.
Be in a hurry, yeah.
Right, because look, time is of the essence, right? I do get that. But for the cats that come here in their 30s, and their 40s, and their young 50s.
Even 50s.
Come on. Why are you in a hurry? What's the reason for you in a hurry? I have some reasons that I think a lot of cats are hurrying and that are all in a all-fire hurry, and we'll talk about those. But let's take this first call, right? I could have bet money on who the first caller would be, but I love it, man. Caller, what you got, man? Why do people come here in a hurry?
Hey, Rich, how you doing, Chang?
Hello.
What's up, Mo?
Yes, I think guys move too quickly because they're not used to the attention. Hi, get the affection, they get the attention, and then they get the tune up, and they say, yeah, this is paradise.
That's it.
And then they move on so quick. Yeah, man, this is exactly what I want. Forgetting.
Right.
Forgetting.
And everything we talked about in all the live stream goes right out the window. Goes right out the window. Right.
Yes.
Right out. When they shoot that shot, everything goes out. Right.
They talk about vetting? Yeah. What are you talking about?
What? Vet who? I just vetted her. I just vetted her.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And man, how do we stop cats? How do we stop cats from rushing? What do we do? What does it take for dudes to not come here and rush? Can we stop it?
You know what my dad used to say to me? Remember the 3 C's. Stay calm, cool,
and
collective.
Absolutely.
Say that again?
Cool, calm, and collected.
Stay cool, calm, and collective. Stay cool, calm, and collective. You stay cool, calm, and collective, then you're in control.
Right.
That way, you monitor your emotions, and when women see that you're cool, calm, and collective, they can't take advantage of you.
Absolutely. When they see a quality man, a man who's confident, then they are on cool, please, on cool mode. There we go. Thank you. Then they treat you different. They handle you different because they know you're not going to be swayed by none of the bots, by none of the manipulation, by none of that stuff. But yeah, but how many dudes come here like that? There's a handful of dudes that come here like that. But I'm telling you, brother, I found that most of the cats that come here, man, they can't get enough of it because they've never had this much attention in their life, and they go crazy,
Yeah,
I hear you, Mo.
true.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate
All
it.
right,
Blessings. Right. So the thing is, so you can come abroad, right? As men, you come abroad, and suddenly you can get these younger women, right? You might be, let's give a round at 55 years old, right? But now you can date a woman who's 35, right? Who's still got the hot body, still looking young. The Filipinas look pretty young, most of them, right? Still got the hot body, still looking young and all that. And now she's giving you all this attention. They don't know how to handle it. They have a hard time with it. All right, we'll take this call. Hold on a second. What's happening, caller? What you got?
Hey, it's me. I'm back.
What's happening?
Black Box.
What's happening, Black Box? What you got, man? Why do men lower their standards when they go abroad?
I left it in the comments when I said it now. They don't go over there with a plan. If you don't go over there with a plan, you plan to fail. Meaning that you don't go over there with things you want to do. You set things up. You remain busy. Remember I told you my plan is to work out 3 days a week. Go learn how to swim. Go play pickleball. Go do other events. Go do other things. Keep yourself busy. You keep yourself busy, you won't be as enthralled about just looking for a woman because you're too busy. And guess what? And you doing your daily activities, you will run into them in the natural habitat.
But Black Box.
What?
Let's call it what it is. Can we just keep it a buck, man? Most of the dudes that come here are coming for the women, bro. They're coming for beaches and booty.
I understand that.
For beaches and booty, bro.
I understand that.
So,
but you see, what I'm telling you is that they don't understand is that if you go over there like a hungry pirate, they're gonna smell it on you.
They smell it, brother. They're like freaking piranhas.
They know, and like I said, you go over there looking like you disheveled and you don't take care of yourself, and you're desperate. It's compiling the things. Like I keep preaching to go over there in the best possible shape you going that you can before you get there. And if you don't, you go over there and do it while you're there. That's what I'm saying. Stay active, do things, go play sport, do things. People don't think if you're going out there, you just can't be needle-minded when it comes to relationships. They don't want to be the center of everything. They want you to know you have a life outside of it. Because it gets real stale real quick if you ain't got nothing to do, but everything is encompassed about that one woman, and you have no outside activities at all.
Now,
it gets real.
I want to tell you, I agree with everything you're saying. I'm going to push back because I'm going to say what a lot of cats are thinking, but I agree with you. What happens when this woman is begging for your attention? You never got attention at home, but now this woman can't get enough of you. She wants all your attention, and she's just going jiggy all day. She wants all your attention, and
then what you do, you incorporate her in what you do. Mm-hmm. Meaning, like, if I went over there and I met somebody, and I had my whole layout, what I told you I'm going to do. If I meet somebody, she has to incorporate into the things I'm doing. I'm not stopping what I'm doing because I meet somebody. Oh, you want to be with me? Come with me to the gym. You want to go? You're going to go here. You want to? You going with me play sports so on Thursday nights. We're going to go swimming on Friday evenings. Everything I do, if she's going to be involved, she's got to be a part of that. Just like Chang's involved with you with what you did with the truck drivers.
Right.
She's got to be incorporated into things I do. I'm not going to make exceptions to alter anything I want to do for them because you're giving them power.
Absolutely. So, all right. I appreciate you.
And I'm 60.
Go ahead.
And I'll be 65, so I'm in no rush either. I'm an old man. I'm going to take my time.
When's your birthday?
September.
September. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully you'll be here on your birthday. We'll
I'll be here,
celebrate.
but I'll be there by August, so we can celebrate my 65th birthday together.
All right, bet. All right, man. All right, thanks for the
Thank
call,
you,
brother.
Big
Yeah.
Box.
All right. So Michael, and by the way, real quick shout out since he brought it up to since he brought up to us being able to help the trike drivers out. I want to shout out Raymond. I want to shout out an anonymous donor who asked us not to mention his name. And I want to shout out who else? There was one more person, and Larry B. I want to shout all you guys out. And you know who else? I want to shout out Calvin. Y'all know Calvin's my dude, but I want to shout him out because, Calvin, y'all don't know. Calvin does a lot for his community, a lot. And a lot of, he might mention a little stuff, but there's a lot of stuff y'all don't know that he does all the time.
Off cam.
And it really inspires me to do more. Everybody's money is limited, but we took some of what we have and we wanted to give to the trike drivers because they're always cool with us. So shout out to you guys for helping us make that happen. And hopefully we can do something. We're going to do something again in the future, in the near future, next month. But shout out to y'all. So let's keep on with the show after that. Ron Ferry's in the house. Ron said, tell Mike, I said, what's up? Please, love the show. Hope to meet up soon. Mike, I'm sure Mike read the comment. Mike, Ron Ferry said, what's up? I feel like a third party, right? Anders said, I'm going to feel like the person, like a tiny person compared to these people. Anders, bruh, I'm just telling you, man, that cat was huge. And people called him, he said people call him the Incredible Hulk because, he does. He kind of resembles Incredible Hulk, except very, very cool and nice, right? Anyway, let's see.
Your affirmations is here also. Hello, thank you for joining us.
What's happening? Your affirmations, appreciate you. From St. Martin's. Oh, sweet. Hey, what's happening? All the way from St. Martin's in the Virgin Islands.
Oh, okay.
Or in the Caribbean. I'm not sure if it's the Virgin Islands. I think it is. Okay. DC said, go ahead.
I think that a lot of guys enter Southeast Asia desperate. They did not take their time to get it together.
Go ahead.
I think I agree with you. And a lot of times when they come here, they usually have a plan. But when they
goes out the window, bro.
Yeah, but when they go up, when they go with the woman or when they found the woman, they adjust the plans according to the woman.
That's what you call it? You call it adjusting?
Adjusting the plans according to the woman. Because you originally have your plan, but all the plan was like, scrap the plan. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You always defer to the woman for the plan.
All that goes out the window. The moment she hits you with the box, the moment she gives you that tune-up.
Can we do this instead?
Can we stay in? Right?
Can we stay together?
I want to be with you
24/7.
Yeah. Oh, and sure, for sure. Yeah, right. Everybody got that plan until they get hit, as Mike Tyson said. But I'm going to add one thing with the box, right? So So we'll talk more about this. We'll get into the comments a little bit. Let's try to keep up with the comments today. We'll try. All right. Anders said, this is kind of why I did a 3-week recon trip, right? I strongly recommend that. I strongly recommend just come in, do a little recon. Yeah, just
feel the vibe.
Feel the
see
vibe.
What's here.
See what's here. See what you like, and go from that. But Obi-Wan said, all the attention you get makes it harder, and that's the thing. I think a lot of cats they're not ready for that much attention. They're not
Maybe
ready
they
for it.
underestimate the attention that they'll get.
I think they do. I think they do, and they don't understand. It's all part of the game. It's all part of the game here. The attention is part of the game. They're love bombing you. That's the game. Yeah, it is really crazy. You want to read this? Go ahead.
Yes. So your affirmations daily said their standards are lower because they are under the impression that the dating life is easy. Combine that with the attention, they get loose with their standards. I agree with you.
I absolutely agree.
So a lot of men come here, not just in the Philippines or in Southeast Asia, thinking that dating here is a lot easier in the West compared to the West. But
It is easier.
It is easier.
It is easier. There's no
easier
question.
to
But there's a reason it's easier.
approach women. It's easier to date because of the cost of dating here is way cheaper than it is when, as you mentioned, or as we watch videos. But of course, easier doesn't always mean better.
You are a target. When you come here, whether you like it or not, you're a target. You're literally a target. People are trying to get. People want something you have. Everybody wants something that you have, and there's a lot of people that are going to try to get what you got.
Yeah,
a lot of people, right? And it's your money. It is your money. Now there'll be that small group of women that literally care about they're willing to invest in the relationship and and reciprocate and do everything, do all. But the majority of the women that come here, that you're gonna find, when they come after you, they're not after you. And I think that's the key point. They're not after you. They're after what you got.
Yes.
They're after what you got. So some men come abroad, they accept behavior that they would never accept at home.
Exactly, because at home you wouldn't pay for nails and hair and the baby.
Clearly some dudes do. Clearly some dudes do. I would, and I'm gonna say, I don't like saying never. I'm gonna knock on wood. I'm not paying for nobody's nails. If I pay for somebody's nails, it'll be my suggestion. Hey, you know what? We're gonna go do something special. Hey, why don't you go get I've tried to pay for your nails a couple times, and you just, I don't do my nails, whatever. I'm not getting your hair done. Put a brush through your hair. Put a brush or a comb through your hair. Do something. Right, your hair done, your nails done, your eyelashes. What do I need eyelashes for? What do I need your eyelashes for? Yeah. Anyway. But dudes have been paying for all this at home, so that's what the girls are used to now. The whole thing is that dudes have stopped. More and more dudes stop paying for it. So people don't know how to act. But if you're a quality man, why would you come here flying women out? Why would you come here and be flying women to different places? For what?
I think, honey, what I noticed is that they would say that I wouldn't pay for that when I was back home, or I wouldn't pay for a woman's hair and all that. But when they come here, and then a woman asks for it, but she asked nicely. The asking is different.
Right.
Can you have my nails done?
Ask him right after he dropped that load.
Can you have
right after he dropped that load. But do you think women ask dudes for that here?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
But
a dude's willing to give.
They're willing to give because they ask nicely. They ask politely, and I think that's what a lot of things are confusing for a lot of men, because she asked so nice, but at home, wouldn't pay for my this and that.
But I'm
have an attitude.
But I'm gonna say this though. I think that the confusing thing is that a lot of women don't ask. When you come here, a lot of women, because they've been hit with this thing that women are going to ask you for money and blah blah blah. The decent women, they're not going to ask you for money. They're going to hint. They're going to hint, right?
My nails are too long.
My college tuition is due. They're going to hint.
They're not going to say it to you directly.
Yeah, they're going to hint, and they're going to hint at just the right time, which is right after you drop that load, right? After you drop that load, after she filled your stomach up with, you filled her up maybe. She knows, they know the game, y'all.
They know timing.
Timing is
timing
very good,
and
right?
coordination.
So you come here and you have upgraded options. All the men have these upgraded options, but they lower their standards.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point why you go abroad. You should have like expanded options. You have more options than you had before, and of course, having more options doesn't mean you have to lower your standards.
Well, but again, she's nicer than the women at home. She's so much nicer than the women at home, which I think in most cases, almost every case is true. She's going to be so much nicer. She's never going to be disrespectful. You come here, she's never going to disrespect you at home or in public. She's never going to be disrespectful.
Even if she had an attitude, Annie, she's still respectful.
Even if she got an attitude.
but not gonna talk.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes that's a good thing. Right. But that's the confusion. She's not going to be disruptive. Oh, this is a good one. I got a good one. I got a good one. But you don't. But the question is she after you or is she after your money? Right. So I keep saying, don't allow women. If you wouldn't allow it at home, if you wouldn't do it at home, don't do it here in the Philippines. If the standard is your standard, why would you come here to the Philippines and have a different standard? There's no reason to have a different standard. If you were at home and you and a woman had to have a job, then why are you here dating women that don't have jobs?
Exactly.
Because she's cute, because she's got big, because she has assets.
Liabilities.
And she'll be a liability too. She'll be a detriment too. But I see dudes doing it all the time. They'll meet a woman who's pretty, because a lot of them are pretty, and boom, she's so pretty and she whoops it on you, but she's got kids. She ain't got no job. She can't take care of herself. But now they're willing to give this woman
a chance.
I'll give her. She's so nice. She's so sweet.
I'll give her
I never had a woman like that. Of course you haven't, bruh. Of course you haven't.
It's been 2 weeks.
Right.
She will only set her best foot forward in the first few months.
That's all she's gonna do. That's all she's gonna do. Okay. Anyway, let's read the comments. Let's get in the comments. Black Box said, go ahead.
I also think that if you do not come over without a plan, you plan to fail.
Absolutely. John Wooden said that. John Wooden said it. And someone said that this morning, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right. True. The no plan disaster, right? Right. Andrew said, I never had a plan in my life, right? All right. Let's see.
Like Prince said, let's go crazy.
Right. I don't, you guys, I tend to be a little bit more organized. I like having a plan. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel like I'm the one in control of my own destiny, and I'm the one who's deciding what's going to go down.
Sometimes no plan is like spontaneous, and sometimes
or what's another word for spontaneous?
Random.
You got another word?
Random, spontaneous. I don't know.
Impulsive. Since when is making impulsive decisions a good thing?
Not really.
It's seldom a good thing. All right, we'll take a call.
Okay.
Caller, what you got?
Hello.
Go ahead, DC. We got you, man.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, turn your sound down in the background.
Okay, here, let me turn it down.
Okay.
Is it better now?
Much better. Thank you, man.
Okay. Never called in before.
First time caller. Well, we know you.
Yeah, first time caller, but I have a lot of life experience, and I've traveled for a living and lived many places. And one of the common things with guys I notice that move abroad as an adult, for some reason, there tend to be a lot of guys who grew up not having girlfriends, and I know that because I sit back and talk to guys, and they ask me, well, how old were you when you had your first girlfriend? And I said,
oh, that's us. That's me. Sorry about that. We'll get this call right back. Hold on a second.
Oh, we're good.
Let's reconnect. No, it's me. It's right here.
Okay.
So it's us. Sorry about the dead air, you guys. We'll get the call back. We'll reconnect with DC in just a moment. It's reconnecting.
All right.
We'll hold on to that and try to get that call back.
Yeah.
DC, we apologize. That's on our end. All right. So go ahead. Anyway, go ahead.
So he said something that caught my attention is that a lot of men come here without having that much experience. So here he is.
We'll get it back. Okay.
You're up?
DC, we apologize. That was on our end. Sorry about that, brother.
no problem, but I don't know what all you caught what I said.
You said something about a lot of guys come here that have never had girlfriends before.
Yeah, they really haven't had experience dating girls growing up. I notice that's a common thing with a lot of these guys. And so they come as an adult, they have money, and now they're cocky. And they think just because they have money, they know what they're doing.
Right.
And men are prideful. They're not smart enough to say, hey, man, a guy like Derek, you had girlfriends your whole life. Why don't you talk to him and learn from him?
Right.
But they just think that since they got money, that they got brains, and that doesn't really equate to having experience.
Right.
And so a lot of these guys, they meet girls online, and they go wherever the girl is at. Instead of flying to Thailand, Philippines, or wherever, and experience the place and find out what you like, where you like to live.
Right.
And then eventually doing the things that you enjoy doing, you will naturally find a woman if you have confidence in yourself.
I think
that's one of the biggest mistakes guys make.
I think you're right, DC. I think a lot of dudes come here and they get led by the nose. I mean, the woman ends up leading them by the nose. They don't have the confidence. And if there's one thing I'm telling you, these women can smell. They can sense a dude that doesn't have confidence. And you become an instant target. And that's why those cats always end up on Rocky Tulfo, man. Every single time. It's always these dudes that would never be able to get women at home. It's always the same kind of dude.
And you're right. And I'll let you go. But about 5 years ago, I was... I live in Bangkok, and I was walking down the street with this guy, and this young lady stepped out the store, and she looked at me and she said, he's new. She could just sense that he was fresh meat. And he would have probably saw change and just emptied his wallet,
Exactly.
But hey, sure. I'll let you guys know I love you, and I'll see you guys in the future when I come back to Metro Manila.
We'll see you next time you're in Manila, DC. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the call.
All right.
Bye. One thing that I noticed early this morning when we're having breakfast, there's a couple, like a cross-cultural couple.
The old dude, white,
and then the Filipina partner said, "Let's sit here." He just followed. I'm like,
never do. Never do.
And you know what's on my mind? That I think you're going to say, "I wish you would."
Yeah, I wish. But you understand what it is.
Yeah.
No, what do I always say? That's why what?
That's why I don't follow.
That's why I don't follow you. I'm never gonna.
You're not supposed to follow me.
No disrespect at all. But I ain't never gonna follow you. Never. I ain't never following you. Right? Nah.
You can ask for my opinion.
I'll get your opinion because your opinion is important. I make decisions based on your opinion sometimes. But following you? Hell no. Hell no. Right?
In my mind, when I heard that, I bet you would.
No, absolutely not. Tell me where we're going. No, it's never going to go down like that.
Sit here.
Yeah, sit right here. Shoot.
Sit right here.
No, we're going to go where nah. Anyway, Manila Gorilla is in the house. What's happening, Manila Gorilla?
Manila Gorilla.
Hey, Manila, where are you? Oh, that was dumb, huh? I was going to say, where are you watching from, Manila?
Duh.
I mean, maybe, but maybe not. Maybe not. Manila Gorilla, it's good to have you in, and welcome to the Richie Rich Abroad family. I'm guessing you're watching from Manila. If not, let us know where you're watching from. All right, let's see.
Okay, so Black Box said, if you're weak to the box, you must not make it be the be all and all. It's just a muscle in the female body.
They can't help themselves, bro. They can't help themselves. If you guys knew the stories that we knew, because people are always sending us emails. People are, and shout out to the cats who confide in us. We're never going to put anybody on blast. Never put anybody on blast unless you okay us to tell your story. But if you guys knew some of the stories that we know, it is mind-boggling how little confidence a lot of guys have when they come here. And that's why we say lead with your
Character.
with your character, but they're scared that they don't have enough character. We'll take another call. Caller, what you got on this?
Hey, it's Ray.
What's happening, Ray?
So, this last caller, he just reminded me of something. So, after I just got here, maybe 2 or 3 days, just think, probably not even 2 days in, like you know how you get when you first get here, your eyes on you. And I remember the girl saying, he's new. And then somebody said, how do you know? Look at his skin. So, I don't know what that means, but that's what happened to me.
You wasn't dark enough.
It's like,
you wasn't dark enough. You wasn't dark enough. You hadn't been around for a while.
Yeah, you get eyes. As soon as you get off the plane, it's like you go to the airport. Everybody's like, everybody's looking at you.
They know.
So, all right, guys, take care.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you for sure. But he's so right. He's so right. I'm telling you, the questions are asked. Oh, where you staying? How long you been here? How long you gonna stay?
Questions.
Yeah, they sound like innocent questions, but they're all questions designed to find out what you're about. Y'all, the dudes that come here, they just get caught up in the meat. They get caught up in the meat, and they might come here with a plan, but that plan goes out the window. It goes absolutely out the window the moment they get in here. All right, let's. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so Bruce M2 is here. Thank you for watching, Bruce. A woman without a job might try to move in with you fast.
Hey, believe it. Believe it. It is in her best interest to move in with you fast, right? And what do you think she has to offer, right? So I talk about reciprocation. How do you think she's going to reciprocate?
Doing the chores for you.
Right. She's going to reciprocate, right? Because really, that's all she has to offer. She's going to do the chores that you could easily do on your own. Most of us live in a 1-bedroom or a studio condo. Let's be honest. Do you really need somebody to come over and do your chores? Most of the cats that are here are retired. They don't have nothing to do with their time all day.
Yeah, but you can want someone to be with you and then cook something for you, do your things for you, and then you can just sit back and relax.
She can cook and we can eat and she can leave.
Huh?
Yeah, she can cook, we can eat,
but she can be Johnny on the spot. Honey, I need this. Oh, I can do this for you. Okay,
nah,
I'll do this for you.
Son, nah. And that's how cats start getting their money eaten into. Now that's another mouth to feed, and she ain't. Nah, I'm cool with all that. I'm cool. Not until if I'm in a committed relationship. We're committed. I vetted her. I know her. I'm in a committed relationship. Now I'm willing to take care of her. But in the beginning, you can't move in for what? Move in for what? No,
so
you're
that
not
you
moving in
have
with
access to this.
You already gave me that, or else I wouldn't even have thought of you moving in if you hadn't given that to me. Right? I already got access to it.
But you got access 24/7.
But I can have access to other boxes 24/7. I'm not talking about me. I'm just saying how a lot of dudes think. But you're right, because a lot of dudes think, wow, she just gave me that and wow, it was good. I want that 24/7.
I don't even have to ask. Right. She volunteers.
She volunteers it, right? Wow, right? I'm not mentioning no names, but I will never forget a certain cat that came out to the Philippines, and he told me he hadn't had the juicy cooch in like 12 years, something like that. And he said, it literally, wow, Rich, wow, man, I haven't had this in like 12 years. I never saw that brother again. Never saw him again. And we had planned to meet up to hang out, and I saw him. No, I saw him twice. I saw him one time. We met up one time, and then we all went out to dinner. And Raymond was there. Actually, Raymond was there too. And I saw him that time. Never saw that brother again.
Crickets,
right? Crickets. I didn't know when he went home. I didn't know, man. That he just got so caught up in the box. Nothing else mattered. Nothing else.
Forget
Everything
about Richie Rich.
Hey, I really think we need to turn the heat. Let's cool it a lot more. Okay. A lot more. It's still pretty warm here. Thank you. Right. Stephen McCardle's in the house from out there in South Carolina. What's happening, Stephen? All right, thank you. Oh, that's going to be better. It's where we're sitting, honey. Okay. Right, Stephen McCardle says, is that your bodyguard? Remember I said that last night? I said,
yeah.
People probably think he's our bodyguard. Yeah. Hey, but speaking of bodyguards, first time since we've been here in another city, somebody recognized us. Right? Somebody recognized us.
I think it's here only.
No, but I know. He said, Richie. He said, hey, Richie, to this moment, if it was you, if you're watching our live stream and if it was you, please say something in the live stream. But somebody in Sibu, in IT Park said, hey, Richie.
I was someone's calling you.
Like, hey, somebody calling me. And I don't know who it was, but it was a tall, thinner white dude. And shout out to you, tall, thin, white dude. And I'm sorry I didn't recognize you. But shout out to you for that. That was kind of cool, man. All the way out in Sibu. Anyway, let's see. Miss Rhoda is in the house. What's happening, Miss Rhoda?
Good morning, Miss Rhoda.
Miss Rhoda, why do guys come here? Why do guys come here and abandon ship, abandon all their plans? And why do they? What's the?
Lower their standards.
Why do they lower their standards and accept anything from the women here, right? So I got a list of things that dudes start doing once they get here and they get hit with the box.
Okay,
and okay, go ahead.
Before you do that, Manila Gorilla lives in Pasay.
It's in Pasay. That's real close.
All of Asia.
Manila, holla at your boy, man. I mean, if you want to, holla at your boy. Let's maybe meet up, have a cup of coffee or something like that, right? Holla at your boy, man. But thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. Right?
Thank you.
All right. Okay, I got a list of things that I think that dudes do when they get to Manila or they get to the Philippines and they just start accepting everything, right?
Okay.
Number one, they are willing to accept a woman who has no ambition at all. No ambition. She ain't got a job. She don't want a job. Could have been, huh? She don't have a job. She doesn't want a job. She doesn't want to work for whatever reason, and she's like a leech. She's like a tick on you.
But you know what? Yeah. For a lot of guys, I think that would be, he wants to be around me. She wants to be around me all the time.
That's what they'll think. Yeah. But look, what was she doing before you came? What was she doing? What was she doing for money before you arrived on the scene?
I don't know. But
she was getting money somehow.
Yeah, but a lot of guys who come here in their fourth quarter wants that kind of woman because I am retired. I have all the time that I need, and I want someone to be with me 24/7. And a lot of times that's what they want.
And as we said at the beginning, those cats I understand. Those cats, at least I can understand the thought process for those cats. Those older dudes, but the dudes in their 30s, their 40s, their young 50s, where you still have a lot of life to be living. The dudes that end up on Rafi Tulfo. The dudes that end up giving their access to all their money, all their assets to this woman, to these women, that's the dude I'm talking about. They accept a woman who has no ambition. Okay. They accept no ambition, no direction. Ain't looking to get a job. Isn't that, but 2, 3, 4 kids, right? No ambition at all. They accept a woman who's who's dramatic, real emotional. I've definitely met people like that before you. Super emotional, real dramatic all the time. Always making.
You looked at her. Yeah. Why did you look at her? Something
just
like
dumb shit. Just dumb shit. Or you made me lose face. Well, we'll forget about that one. Anyway, just always dramatic. Always something is going on. Always. Thank you. I can feel it, but I couldn't get it out. Thank you. Always super dramatic. The jealousy issues, the ones who start off and you think is cute because you never had a woman be jealous of you, be jealous, right? You never had a woman like that, and then a woman, who is trying to control you. Here, we'll take a call. Hold on a second. Caller, what you got? What's up, Mo? Go ahead, Mo.
Hi, Rich. I think I'm seeing it for myself. I have two good friends that married Filipinos. And in 2018, we was in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
And because, how can I say it? They don't want to be bothered in trying to find out for themselves how to get things done.
Mm-hmm.
So they said, well, I don't want the hassle. So I'm going to leave it to my woman, which is who knows the area. And that's how they lose control. Instead of them saying, okay, I need to go to the bank and sort this out,
Mm-hmm.
then go to the bank, sort it out. You know, they leave it to the woman. Oh, well, she lives her, and she knows everything, so I'm going to just leave it to her. And then that gets done, then they say, okay, and then it just snowballs and snowballs. The next thing you know, she knows everything, and she says, thank you, see you later, bye.
Right. Nah, bro. Nah, I don't understand it, Mo. I really don't understand it. How many videos do you need to watch? I don't understand how many videos you need to watch on YouTube about dudes getting ripped off, about dudes getting jacked by women here and in other countries because they trusted a woman without vetting her. Or come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I don't understand it.
This is not just, and it's not just happening in the Philippines. It's happening in other countries too. Guys are going there and just learn the standards because they're with a beautiful woman.
Absolutely.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't get it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Blessings.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I think I would add to what Mo said earlier. I think that when they totally relied on their woman to run the things without you knowing how to do it. Like for both you and I, of course I do some of the stuff for you to make your day easier, but you know how to do it.
Why do I know how to do it?
So that if I don't,
how did I learn how to do it?
Some of it I taught you how to do it, and then you asked me how to do it.
I asked you how to do it. I don't want to be dependent on nobody for nothing. As much as I care about you, I don't want to be dependent on you, on nobody else. I want to know how to do everything that you do, all the good things and the kind things you do for me. I want to know how to do them for myself.
Yeah, especially what if I'm not around? What if it has to be done? It has to be done. Yeah, so you have to know where to go, where to pay this, that, and everything, so that sometimes it has to be done one way or the other.
All right, let's take a call. Hold on a second.
Good morning, Rich and Jen. How you doing?
Hello.
Good morning, Gregory. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I just wanted to add to what I think the gentleman's name is Mo just said.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always had this concept of this. In my life philosophy is there are two types of guys in the world. There's a nice guy and a good guy. And the difference is the nice guy aims to please, avoids confrontation, avoids the hard topics, wants to please everyone. Whereas the good guy does what is necessary even if he does not benefit from it. The thing is, being a nice guy is easy. Being the good guy is difficult. So what he was saying and what Cheng was mentioning just now about let's say the guy needs to go to the bank and he lets the woman do everything, and what you said, you ask her what needs to be done, you go with her and see what needs to be done. That's a good guy. You're not the nice guy always accommodates other people. He's accommodating that woman in order to make her feel good. But the good guy knows that from the time that woman gets an edge above him, if he gives up an inch, she's going to take advantage of it, and she's going to lose that much respect every time he gives up.
Every time. Gregory, man.
Every single time.
Every time.
And most men do not realize it. So the problem is now, when you go back to the main question of why men lower their standards, the thing is, standards and boundaries are in place. It doesn't matter. They should be in place. It doesn't matter. They don't change because of her age, her beauty, her financial status, her work situation. It should not change. You need to go into these situations knowing what you would accept and what you will not accept. You need to know how to establish those standards. You need to know how to communicate those standards, and
Absolutely.
you need to know how to enforce those standards. If you cannot do that, you're in the nice guy category, because then you're setting yourself up to accommodate this woman, and then you're going to lose.
Gregory, they're
That's
scared,
my
man.
philosophy.
Gregory, they're scared. They're scared to lose. They're
Yep.
scared to lose that woman. They think if, oh my God, this is the best I ever
Exactly.
had. It's the best I ever had. If I lose her, I'm never
Yep.
gonna get another woman like her. They're scared, Gregory. They don't have confidence,
They are
man.
very scared.
They don't.
You see, a lot. These guys think that, like you said, they don't have confidence,
She's one in
but
a
they
million.
think that the reason they don't look at themselves to see, a good man takes ownership of the issue. He doesn't go around saying, "Oh, women are this, women are that." The first thing a good man does is looks at himself, and when he can hold himself accountable and responsible, then he can move forward. You understand?
Absolutely.
The nice guy, he doesn't do that. He's going to fall in the same exact trap every single time.
Every time,
He's going to
brother.
be used and abused.
Every time. Gerald, hey, Gregory, I gotta tell you, man. I keep telling you, stop calling my channel, man. Stop calling here. You make too much. You make too much damn sense. You make way too much damn sense, man.
Thank
I have
you
life
so much.
experiences.
Hey, we
Life.
appreciate you, man. Don't let it be the
Okay.
last time. You know, we're just playing.
All right.
Take care.
Okay then. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
I like
Yeah.
Gregory.
Man, he come with some. He
I
come
know.
with it every time.
And
He come with it.
he used the word that I was looking for, accommodate. So a lot of guys accommodate the wants and needs of that
Shit.
woman. So yeah, it's a good
Not over
distinction between a nice guy and a good guy. A nice guy, in my opinion, is like a people pleaser. Wants to please everybody,
I
don't want
ain't trying to do
conflict,
none of that.
and not
Nah.
setting boundaries.
Nah.
But I think, even if it didn't benefit you at all, you set boundaries. But even if you're just looking at it, it will benefit you in the long run.
Are your needs met, honey?
Of course,
Are my needs met?
I think so.
You damn right they are. Because if they wouldn't be,
I wouldn't be here.
I promise you wouldn't be here. I love you, baby, but understand there's a role for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Everybody.
All right, caller, what you got, man?
It's me again.
Go ahead, man.
I'm going to bounce off what the brother man, professor just said,
Mm-hmm.
but in a different way. Nice guys are full of S. What do they say? Nice guys finish last, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because nice guys are not really kind. They only do what they think they have to do to get what they want.
They want attention.
Kind people are kind because it comes from their heart.
Mm-hmm.
So it's genuine, so they guard it. Nice guys do whatever they do. If I do it, can I get some? Because that's why they know this guy's full of S. That's why women don't like nice guys.
Right.
They come off creepy.
Right.
Right? So to bounce off what he said, just to add a caveat to that, that's why nice guys don't, because they're only doing it if they get something out of it for the most
Right.
part.
Well, they want attention. The nice dudes, that the thing that they want, we hear about lonely dudes all the time. We hear about lonely men. They want attention from a woman, and they're willing to sell the house, sell the farm.
But everyone wants attention. But how do they handle it when they get it? See, nice guys don't know how to deal with it because they don't know what they got in their hand. So they make tons of mistakes. Look at No Neck Ed. Remember him?
Yeah.
That show? The
Yeah.
dude with the
From 90 Day Fiance.
nice guy. Right, nice guy. Did everything wrong.
Right.
Not a kind guy, nice guy.
Right. They just don't know how to act when they get the attention. A lot of dudes, they want the attention, and like my man said at the beginning of the live stream, a lot of them, they never had it before. They never had a girlfriend, so they don't know how to act. They come here and they lose it. They become a target.
Well, see, the thing is, I came from the light skin era. And people laugh at me when I say that. That was the 80s. I was in the Army, but I was light skinned, I had blue eyes. I always was the Mr. Oh, you got pretty eyes. So I used to get tons of attention. But as soon as the brown skin era came around and your time came, the Wesley Snipes era
It
came
was always
along.
my time, brother.
And that faded out, but it made it harder. But I didn't blame anything.
Mhm.
So, it's all about his perspective. People got to, like I said, once again, be in love with themselves and understand if you love yourself, the wins and losses are going to come and go.
Love
You can't win them
yourself.
all.
Love yourself. Love yourself. And come with confidence, man. Come with confidence. Thank you.
You're not going to win every battle you go out there with a woman. You're not going to convince every woman to like you. You're not going to convince everyone to like you. A lot of people have a problem with people not liking them.
Fuck
They
that.
think everybody they see has to like them.
No.
A lot of people suffer from that.
Yeah. No, I absolutely agree with you. And I'll piggyback off of you now. My father used to tell me, no matter what you do or how good you do it, there's 10% of people that ain't gonna like you, and there's not a damn thing you could do about it. So get over people not liking you. It's okay. You're gonna be all right. I don't need people to like me. In fact, I don't need people to like me. In fact, it might make my life easier if you don't like me. Anyway, let's give a shout out to go ahead.
Hello, thank you so much, Christopher Michael, for the super chat. Hello and much love.
Much love back to you, Christopher Michael. We appreciate that super chat, brother. And you guys, really quick, because we never do this, we're not going to solicit super chats or money or anything like that. But look, ain't nobody going to be mad at you. Nobody's going to fall out with you if you send us a super chat or a super sticker. We will always appreciate it. And I'll guarantee you this. If you send us a super chat or a super sticker, I guarantee you it will go to a good cause. And I'm not talking about the cause my pockets are lying, the cost I need money.
My stomach.
I'm talking about it will always go to something where it's going to help some people. I guarantee that. Anyway, on with the show. So go ahead. What you got? What you want to say?
No, it was not on cue anymore, but I'm still going to say it.
What?
I love me some you.
I love me some you too, baby. Sometimes you make me crazy. Sometimes.
Some men confuse attention with attraction. Just because they're getting a lot of attention,
Right.
they thought that, this woman is attracted to me. Just because you're getting more attention abroad doesn't mean that your value increased. Or
It means you're a target.
yeah, because they think that, I'm getting noticed here, meaning I'm more valuable here. So they think that my value increased here. I'm in demand in here. So, and then what I think is that your environment just changed. You didn't change you. You didn't change who you are. The kind of people changed here, and they look at you as someone, every foreigner, wherever you came from. When you're a foreigner, everybody will think, as I'm speaking here in the Philippines, that you have money.
Right. Well, I mean, in theory, most foreigners that come here have some money in their pockets.
Because
right?
you can't travel if you don't have
you're not going to be able to go anywhere or do anything if you don't have some money. The question is, how are you going to spend that money? Who are you going to spend that money on? Right?
And also, when you come to a different country and when you go abroad and then back home, one or two people liked you or said hi to you, but when you come to another country, all of a sudden, 10 women suddenly like you. You have to ask yourself
10.
why.
10. You getting
20.
those dating apps, you got 30, 40 women coming at you all of a sudden.
Yeah, hurting you.
Half of them wanting to meet you, 5 of them telling you they love you. You're getting blown up by attention, asking you to come over. Right? Asking, stop with all that. Stop. Right, and in the profiles, they're half naked. They're half naked. All men don't know how to handle that. Men don't know how to handle that. We don't get that at home. We don't get all that. I mean, where women are bombing you, right? At home, you got to give all the women the attention, supposedly. But here, it gets reversed, and men don't know how to handle that. But here's the thing about being here. We talked about some of the behavior, right? You're not going to get disrespected.
Of course.
But over here, what are women going to do that might not be so cool? That in a relationship, we can start with tampo. We can start with the tampo.
The super jealous.
The super jealous woman who starts out because you think, oh, it's cute. She really cares about me. She's jealous of other women. But that's just the first step to her trying to control you. That's the first step to her trying to control you.
Funny thing that when we go out with subscribers, a lot of times we get asked this question. I don't know if you remembered it, but they asked us, does Cheng get jealous?
Yeah.
Yeah, they ask that a lot of times, and then because I think that's like a question because their woman gets so jealous,
Right.
gets so
Mhm.
jealous. So because what do you think? You answer that question. Do you think that I get super jealous or?
I think you get jealous, and I know when you're jealous. When you if a fat
Out of
woman
10.
if a fat woman walk by, you ain't worried about nothing. If an ugly woman walk by, you ain't worried about nothing. If a woman walk by that's fit, feminine, and friendly, you get a little tense. You get. I can feel the tension. I can feel a little squeeze in my hand. I could feel it when she got nice hair, her booty popping out, and she got a little bit of something. You get a little tense. You don't say nothing. You ain't gonna say nothing to me because if you saw her, I already saw her. But fortunate for both of us, you behave in the right manner, and so do I. I'm not gonna eyeball her, be staring at her, and disrespect you, and nothing like that. And you don't give me no grief behind it, and that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but sometimes I squeeze your hand because we people watch all the time and letting you know that
Sure.
she's your type. I know she's your type. Oh.
Okay.
The Big Boss, thank you so much, Big Boss, for being a member for 8 months.
We appreciate you, Big Boss. Definitely appreciate you. Hey, and speaking of members, if you guys are not a member of the Richie Rich Abroad member
community,
yeah,
be part of the Rich Abroad community. Just be a member, try it out, and then see if you like it because
you are not a salesperson at all. Just be a member, try it out.
Be a member,
No,
try it
why
out.
should they try it?
Because we have several perks for you guys. We have members only live stream, early access to videos, and some special things we do.
Ching dances butt naked on the bed on Thursday nights. Right. Obviously joking, but listen, if you're a member of the Rich Abroad Club, we do members only live streams sometimes, but everybody gets the first access to our videos, right? Usually 8 to 10 hours earlier than everybody else. So that's a great perk that a lot of people like, and that means you get the trivia question first too.
Yes.
All right, let's take another call. Hold on a second. Caller, what you got? Why are men coming over here and acting different and lowering their standards?
That was a question, right?
Yes, sir.
I think it has to do a little bit with infatuation and maybe a little bit of dry social connection when it comes to the opposite sex.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it because you come from the West, you go over there, it's a lot different, and compared to the women here, they are they're probably more receptive to men, period. Different cultures, they are more focused on the man. And again, there may be some transactionality involved in that too.
Sure.
So, yeah, I think it has a lot to do with that. And the men too are not focused. They're not, they're in retirement age and they need to know that, hey, look, you have value and don't let it go so easy. Especially with the wrong person.
Caller, I appreciate your call, and I agree with everything you say. How is it that men lose track of their value and what they bring to the table, especially when you're talking about a lot of women, not all of them, but a lot of women who bring very little value to the table?
Well, okay, I think, like me, I'm 63, so I think a lot of it is we as men, especially at our age, not the younger generation, we've been more of the chivalry or chivalrous type of guys where we've focused on giving, providing, protecting all our lives, and we haven't turned that off and taken time to do a little bit of I'll call it not so much of a project, but make ourselves the project of study and to fix some of the imperfections that we've had, meaning we have to turn that thing off. If we don't, the bucket is going to drain itself dry. Right. Even in our older age. So we have to learn that, hey, we cannot keep continuing this into our 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s because this is the fourth quarter of life and this is it. Game's over after this. So yes, we can have a partner, but it's got to be more of a mutual thing, and it's got to be a situation where there's a equal or somewhat high reciprocity from the opposite sex, and we are demanding that, or else no deal. And guys are not They're not holding to that. They have to.
I absolutely
And
agree
that's
with you.
hard.
I totally
Yes, sir.
agree.
That's hard. Yes, it's hard, but we don't take the time. Not all of us. Some guys do, and some people are more selfish, men that is, than others, and that helps those guys out. But then that's not a good thing either.
Right.
So, but it's better than the unselfish, irresponsibly unselfish man that's been given all his life, and especially here in the Western society, and then he goes over there. If he's lucky and gets the right woman, fine. If he doesn't, you're looking at chaos, possible train wreck.
Absolutely. And if you get the right woman, she ain't gonna let you keep giving, because she's so frugal and stingy with her money and your money. She's gonna stop you from spending. She is not gonna let you spend.
Yes, someone like Chang and of her DNA, no problem. You're in good hands. If you land there, you're fine. If you land somewhere else with the family, et cetera, it's going to be a problem.
Absolutely. Thank you. But I need, before you go, can we let us get your name?
Okay, I'm Freddie from Tampa Bay area.
All right.
And I wanted to suggest a QR code, because I see you have the link and the phone number. But let's say I wanted to donate some money, or if I wanted to become a member. I'm not sure how this stuff works, but I know certain things come up with a QR code. You can just scan it on your phone. Everything pops up.
I like that.
And bam, you're there.
I like that. You know what? I guarantee you we will incorporate that in the near future. Thank you for that
suggestion.
Thank you for that. It's a great suggestion. Thank you for that.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you,
Yes,
Freddie.
ma'am.
Don't let it be the last time you call in, brother.
All right, I won't. And once I see that QR code, I'm one of these non-tech guys. I see, like Sunshine Shoulders, I was going to suggest it to him. So if you talk to him, please pass the message along, because he's got a really crazy link where you have to type this and that and this and that to get to him. But, with a QR code, I could just go to my camera mode, pop it up, boom, boom, boom.
Right. I'll pass that on. He might be watching, actually, but I'll pass that on to him anyway. And we'll have a conversation about that. Thank you for that. We appreciate it.
Yes, and let him know. I know he's been working out, and I haven't been working out, but I'm looking forward to bringing some boxing gloves. So if he can't beat me, he's in trouble.
All right, man. Take care now. Take care now.
All right, y'all take it easy. Okay, bye.
I know.
All right. Another first-time caller. I love it,
Great
man. I
suggestion.
absolutely love it. That is a great suggestion, actually. All right. So you want to get into what's your next point?
Yeah,
chomping at the bit.
Yeah, so I think a lot of guys who come here don't understand that if you lower your standards, you also attract the wrong woman. Of course, lower standards means low quality.
You're gonna get the vultures.
So yeah, if you lower your standards, you don't get better women, and at the same time, you get women who accept less. So they're okay that you're just this and that. It's cool, but of course, lower standards means lower quality.
You're going to get the vultures. You're going to get the vultures who are looking for a dude with low standards so they can come in and get all of your everything.
Yeah, so they're basically not choosing you. They're choosing the opportunity that you provide, the opportunity that you give, and of course, the wallet. That's
absolutely
that
fat wallet that's full of cash that she wants some of.
I'm not saying all, but you'll be.
But there's some low hanging fruit out there, and the thing is, that's the whole thing. When we talk about vetting, we talk about vetting because there are quality women. There's a lot of quality women out here, but the problem is there's just as many, if not more, lower quality or low hanging fruit, as JC Mack would call it. Women out here. There's a lot of them out here, and you're going to have to sift through those to get to the quality ones.
Yeah, and also just to remind you guys that a quality woman has standards too.
She should. What kind of standards does a quality woman have? What's she looking for?
Of course, a man who can provide, as we all know, provide security and protection and gonna love me.
That's it.
Well, of course not. Of course, you should be able to be a good role model for my children if she has children.
If she's got children.
If she's got children, yeah. So she's got a good role model, and of course, he set some boundaries because without boundaries, there's no respect.
She ain't gonna respect you. But see, I'm telling you, the women will test you. They will test you. They will test you, and if you don't set boundaries, they will not. One of the callers said that earlier. If you don't set boundaries and stick by those boundaries, and be willing to walk away if you have to, she's not going to respect you. All you're teaching her is that she can push those boundaries and she can get away with it. That's all you're teaching.
Women are like children.
I didn't want to say that, but I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it because I was thinking it.
Women are like children.
They're just like kids. They're going to test your boundaries. They're going to see what they can get away with. And if you let them get away with it, they're going to you're teaching them how to treat you.
Yeah, women are curious, just like Eve, right? Bit the fruit.
Yeah, she jacked everything up for all of us, man.
We were talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
Bit the fruit and then look what happened.
We jacked everything up for all of us, right? You guys, please hit the like button. As Slick Rick reminds you, please hit the like button. If it's your first time coming in, subscribe to our channel. We got a lot of good videos coming at you 3 times a week, at least 3 videos a week and 2 live streams. Actually, this is supposed to be the solo show, but because me and Ching are together on holiday, we're doing it together. But every Saturday night in the U.S. or in the West, every Saturday night, we do our live stream. What are you laughing about?
We're just working on a different location. We're on holiday. We're just working in a different location.
That's it.
As long as I'm with
crack
you.
yourself up. Huh?
Yeah, I know. As long as I'm with you, I'm fine.
I appreciate you. Anyway, yeah, so don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. Let's get back into these comments, right? Go ahead.
Sam said, the truth, easier said than done. When you steal the cream silk on the long, real black hair, short shorts, inviting smile, non-confrontational, turn the anytime available box, the plan goes.
I know, it goes out the window. I hear you, but my premise is you got to be stronger than that. If you can be controlled by the box, then we got to work on ourselves. Then we just got to work on ourselves. You can't be controlled by the box.
What's that piece de resistance? The piece. I can't remember.
What?
I can't remember the
3-piece.
The piece of least resistance, something like
the
that.
Path of least resistance.
The path of least resistance. So, yeah, I just thought of it. No correlation.
None at all. But I still love
But you should be, as a man, you should be able to resist that.
You can't be controlled by the box.
You should be able.
And Stephen, I'm not saying I don't get you because I do get you, brother. I do. I mean, sometimes when you get the good gushy, I mean, it can be moment offering, but it shouldn't be life altering. And if you let it be, it can literally alter your life in a really, really bad way. You just can't be controlled by the coach. You can't. It's just that simple.
I remember because I laugh or I smile because I remember a lot of guys who talk to us or we meet that even before coming here, oh, this is what I'm gonna do, pam 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 pam. But the moment they come here,
the moment they get, that's why we make these live streams, because the moment they get here, I'm telling you, it goes out the window. It all goes out the window, right?
So Ander said, I totally plan on having a maid if I move to the Philippines, retired or not.
I think that's a good plan. I think that's a really good plan. I mean, somebody made a video about a live-in maid that might be a maid with benefits. Who knows? It's maybe not a bad plan, right? Go ahead.
Okay, DC said, good point. When you allow someone to move in, how easy can you get them out if things don't work out well? Yeah, right. It's going to be so tough. Easy to move someone in, but it's so difficult.
It's difficult to move them out. Huh? Yeah. You ain't lying, man. Obi-Wan, but are you gonna have kids, Obi-Wan?
I might get a nanny too. I like having one. Babysit him.
Right.
Just
Get a
kidding.
little nanny. Say, right. I need to be breastfed. Yeah, I need some breastfeeding, baby. Yeah. Yeah. And while you at it, change his diaper too. While you at it, give me the works. Give me the works, damn it. Yeah. And be back in 2 hours because this is gonna happen again. All right.
Anyway, Ander said, if I come there and work, I for sure will, since I will be working on US East Coast time.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So it would be nice that someone is like, for example, you're sleeping and then preparing things ahead for you, so you can
Sure.
just relax and do some stuff.
All right.
Okay, Obi-Wan said, I'm pretty sure I'm going to rent a house again, so I'll get a nanny. Those big houses get dusty.
They do.
I
They
hear
definitely do. But I thought a nanny was for
For
kids.
kids. I think so too. A housemaid. We
Like
call
a
them
housekeeper.
a housekeeper. Yeah, we normally call them kasambahay or kasama sa bahay to lift up their spirit or their status, because when you label them as maid, they feel low. Like, you know, if
Is housekeeper, is that like not a cool word?
a housekeeper, or you in our local dialect, you call them kasambahay, or a companion in the house. That's what it translates to. So
is that better?
Better
My
than-
question is, which is housekeeper is better than maid?
housekeeper is better than maid.
Okay. All right. It's like, I guess it's like flight attendant is better than steward.
Steward.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Cool.
FA, flight attendant.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, so let's move on to the next. Okay. That's between them.
Between them. All right.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Okay, so Stephen said instant gratification, and men are given options they haven't had before.
And that's it. You get all these options, suddenly you get rained down with options.
Overwhelmed.
And here's the thing. They're almost always good options. I mean, physically, you know, by appearance, they're almost always better looking than the women. No, 99.9% of the time, they're better looking than the woman you could have got, especially if you're in your 40s, 50s, or 60s at home. They're better looking than the women you could have got at home, right? So, I mean, you have all these good options all of a sudden, and it's hard. I know it's hard. Okay, what Miss Rhoda said.
Keep your checklist ready so you can check them from time to time if you're still on track. So keep the...
They're not on track. They're not on track. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Okay, so the black box said it's about developing our... Okay, so it's between them. So DC said women are being transferring funds from your bank account to their newly opened up account since the beginning of time.
Absolutely. That's what happens when can you go ahead and take care of it, because we don't want to stand in line, right? And I get that, but I keep saying, how valuable is your money? The time that you use to work for that money? How valuable is your commitment? How valuable is your offer of provision and protection for a lifetime? Shoot, man, stop with all that.
I mean,
you gotta earn my trust.
Yeah, if you're in a long distance or in a long committed relationship with that woman, I think you should have, like, as we mentioned in our videos, yours, hers, and ours. But if you are like in a committed relationship or maybe married, okay? So, because if you're going to ask, like, for example, you're going to ask her to run an errand for you at the bank, but she would know your password, she would know, or maybe something, deposit would be
I hear what you're saying, but you can't tell people what they should do with how they should handle their finances. You're saying this is what works for us.
This is what works for us.
Yeah, but people, you know, every relationship has its own dynamic.
And
that might not work for them. So I'm just saying, but to be trusting, would you? And I go back to the whole thing. My premise at home. If you met a woman, you were dating her at home for 3 months, would you trust her with your money to go to the bank?
Of course not.
Hell, stop with all that. You wouldn't give a woman at home your bank account number, your
password.
Yeah, you wouldn't. So why would you come here and let just because dudes do crazy stuff here. They're not thinking. They think just because this woman gave them the box, they can trust this woman. Man, come on, stop.
Okay, that's between them. That's them. Okay. So Michael Moy said, I've been here 2 weeks. No matter where I go, I'm asked when I arrived and if I'm married or I have a girlfriend.
Yep. Every time they're going to ask you that. And you know why they ask you that, Michael? They ask you that because they want to know how much does he know about the Philippines already, right? They want to know because if you start speaking Tagalog, oh, that's it. He's got a Filipino girlfriend. Because they feel like you learned like there's no internet. That you must have learned Tagalog from a woman. How much Tagalog I learned from you?
Few.
Anyway, but they feel like you learned Tagalog from another woman, right? They want to know how long you've been here because they want to know how they will assume that you've been dating a Filipina because they know you guys understand this. They know their culture. They understand their culture. So if you've been here, they know that there's vultures here. They know, and I don't mean literally, I mean figuratively, that women are going to try to get to you. They know the game. They all know the game. That's why they ask the questions. You want to read the comment?
Yeah. Manila Gorilla said, slow down, take your time, be kind, wear decent clothes, and wear a touch of real cologne. Don't flirt with every girl you see. You won't be single for long and you'll get a much better quality woman. Affliction. Smells like
good. I smell pretty good today. It's that what you call it?
Of course, I gave it to you.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate that too. Yeah, but he's right. He's right on point. Just slow down. Take your time. Choose. You're gonna do fine. I mean,
you're not gonna run out of women.
You're not gonna run out of women. There's plenty of women who want what you have to offer, and especially if, and I get it. The gentleman that called earlier said, some of the cats are older. I get that, but if you've moved here, especially, take your time. There's gonna be plenty of women that are gonna come your way if you've moved here. And you settle down here, there's going to be plenty of women that come your way. Plenty of opportunities,
especially because I feel sad for those older dudes that get wiped away with their money.
I do too.
I feel sad. To a point. Yeah. Because they allowed it. They allowed access to his money. So, but then again, you want someone to be with you. You want to know that you trust them, but don't trust fully. Live something for yourself.
By the time you're 60 years old, if you haven't had the life experience that has told you that you need to be careful who you trust with your finances, then I don't know what you've done with your life. But any wise man, any quality man, by the time you're 60 years old, should have learned, don't trust anybody. People have to earn your trust. Just because she gives you some box, that's not something that should earn your trust. It's got to be more than that. There's got to be more. Right. Miss Rhoda said what?
Michael, that's always the start of a conversation.
It is. It definitely is. Roger Walker said
hello,
what?
Roger.
Hey, what's happening, Roger?
I'm 70. I still need my space and no drama. It's my retirement. I've been single 25 years. I can figure things out or Google it.
We have the whole internet, a whole AI, ChatGPT, Claude, whatever, Copilot, Gemini, whatever. You have a whole internet that will tell you what to do and how to do it. You don't even need a woman anymore to tell you how to do it. Right? 70 years old, you're retired, you're living your best life. You don't need a woman. Man, come on. I mean, I get that. We have needs. But choose the woman who meets those needs, who meets all your needs, not just the woman who's going to give you a little something because you're giving her some money. Yeah, I get so frustrated, man. Go ahead.
Okay, Rhoda said, OP1, if you were to change the conversation, what should we be asking?
Good question, right? All right. Okay, we got another first timer, right? Is this a first timer?
I don't think so. I remember the profile picture. I can't remember the name.
Is this world? Is this world? What you call it?
No.
Okay.
It's a different.
Anyway, let's read.
Yeah.
Let's read the comment.
So WLDPH said, look at shadow banking euro dollar, which is actually non-Fed created world trade dollars. The 2008 credit crunch is coming back, folks, before Trump's mad attack on Iran and is hastened the crash.
Yes, that would be, I think,
Maybe
a
conversation between them. So
Okay.
yeah, okay.
Okay, we'll do that. Okay.
Okay. So Obi-Wan answered.
Oh, he
Miss
did
Rhoda.
answer. Right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, so Obi-Wan said to Miss Rhoda, Rhoda, for me, it would be, what would I do better than the last time? I would also plan to have more time for myself.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Introspect,
You know
reflection.
what? I'm gonna be real. Sometimes I respect the fact that Ching likes to spend a lot of time together. However, having said that, there's sometimes when I just gotta say, you know what? I need time to myself. I need time to myself. Oh, honey, can we do this? Honey, this weekend, can we? And I love that you ask, but sometimes I don't say, hell no. You know,
Jokingly, sometimes you say it. Jokingly.
But jokingly, but sometimes I look. I'm working during the week. We're making videos. We're doing this, that. We're doing family stuff. Sometimes I just need time to myself. I gotta go. I need my own time. And if you don't ask for it, I promise you, they're not gonna give it to you. They're not gonna. Would you give me my own time if I didn't ask for it? If I never said anything about needing time to myself, would you give me my own time? Would you say, baby, you know what? I think you need time for yourself. Would you?
I also need time for myself. So
would you say that to me though? You would say, you know what, baby, I'm just gonna stay away from a little bit. I think you need time to yourself. I'm gonna give you some.
I'm not gonna say it, but I need time for myself too. So when I need time for myself,
Can you
I
feel
let
the side eye? Can you feel the side eye? You feel the side eye? Okay. I don't think you would. I've never in 3 years.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
I hear you. In 3 years, I've never heard you say nothing about. Let me give you some space. Let me give you some time.
I don't say it directly. You know how I say it?
How do you say it?
You know what, honey? I'll go home.
What do I say?
Get your ass out of
Get
here.
your ass out of here. Take your ass home. Joke. You guys,
only,
please understand.
Joke.
We got jokes
That's how we
between us.
talk,
Yeah,
okay?
we got jokes between us. It's not serious. I'm not mean to her, nothing like that.
Yeah.
That's just jokes we have between us. Anyway, okay. Get your ass.
Honey, I'll go home.
Yeah.
What are we waiting for?
Exactly. Yeah. Why are you still here? Right. All right. Anyway, let's see.
Okay, Tiger Ronnie said long nose, blue eyes, and light skin, and to be tall.
Yeah,
That's
man.
a lot of those are, you hear that a lot from Filipinas. Yeah,
that's where it came from.
yeah.
Right,
So
they
these
want-
Filipinos want a child with long nose,
Right.
pointy nose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but hey, I'm going to tell you something because I know that's I know that's kind of a thing. I've heard it way too many times to not believe it's true. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell y'all something. Put y'all up on game. A lot of Filipinos, if you mess with a Filipina who's 30 plus or who's close to 30, I'm telling you, and that includes everybody out there, including people we just met. I guarantee you, because of social pressure, that woman is going to want to have, is probably going to want to have your baby, especially if you're a foreigner. And I don't care what color you are as a foreigner. That woman is going to have a strong urge to have your baby. Period. And she is going to encourage you in every way, shape, or form to have your baby, including offering you, telling you, hey, no need to protect yourself. I got you, right? You have to make good decisions. I'm wrong? Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Yeah, and you got to make some good decisions because she is highly incentivized. In this culture, a lot of these women are highly incentivized to have your baby. It's just that simple.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Let's see.
That's it. We got it.
All right. Okay. There we go.
Okay, so Obi-Wan said, I've been single about 2 years. It's been a little boring, but great. I'm staying away from these crazies until I get out of here.
Right. Well, if you come in here, you're going to be around a whole new group of crazies, right? Yeah, it's not going to change. It's just the only thing that changes is you or your environment.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Manila Gorilla said, "I love the peace of being alone myself. I
I
find
do too.
peace
I do too.
being alone sometimes. You know, we see each other twice a week, and then
Stop.
we see each other twice a week. In between, I find time. I make excuses just to see you.
Thank you
I
so
said
much,
it.
sweetie.
I said
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah, because
So
I try
it's about 4 times a week. It's about 4 times a week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
That's it.
and no time during the week. No time during the week. Stop. Come on, quit playing. Don't front for the camera.
I don't front.
Just because they watch it.
I'm
Don't
going
just,
to say nah. Yes,
Okay,
I make excuses.
Yeah, say
I
what
make
it is.
excuses. But
It's all
you
good.
see,
I don't mind.
I remember you saying that. You know, how do I give space to you? I don't message you, Ani. Only if it's important. I give you space. Oh, I don't ask you a bunch of things already. I'm giving you space so that you won't think you won't worry about me in the meantime. I'm gonna bug you later.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, I mean, going back to our conversation, your standards should go up. It should not go down once you move abroad.
I totally
Or it
agree.
should stay the same.
That's the point. The point is, if you didn't allow it at home in the U.S. or in your own country, don't come here doing stuff that you didn't do at home. Keep the standard. You might even raise your standard. If you wouldn't have dated a woman who didn't have a job at home, don't do it here. If you wouldn't have given a woman money to go to the bank with your hard-earned money and cash, don't do it here. Don't trust her here. Why would you trust her here? Stop. It's like women here have pretty privilege. They get treated different because they're pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know. You accept. You have a younger woman, so you accept toxic behavior. You have a younger woman, so you accept her to be to do the tampo thing on you, because in your mind you don't think, oh my God, if I lose her, I better not say nothing. I better just take it, just take it and not say anything because I might lose her. Then lose her. You'll be all right. Lose her. But the problem is they don't believe that. They don't believe that. And that's why a lot of the dudes get treated the way they get treated, because the woman immediately loses respect for them. Every time you give in, every time, like Gregory said, every time you give an inch, she loses that much respect for you, that much more respect for you every single time, whether you're here in the Philippines or whether you're at home. It's just women.
Okay.
I suspect by now, Slick Rick just jumped all over that one. Okay. What is this? Okay, anyway. All right, going through the comments here.
Yeah, okay. So, the big boss said, young Sibu or what?
Yeah, big boss, we're in Sibu. We put it out there last week, brother, that if somebody's in Sibu, to holler at us, because we were going to be here, and we're actually leaving late tonight. I think we leave at like 10 something tonight or whatever, and we're headed back to Manila. But Big Boss, if you're in Sibu, is Big Boss in Sibu?
I think he was last week. I'm not sure if he's still here now.
We definitely put it out there, bro. But look, we're open for lunch, but nothing's open, huh? Because of the holiday. Is anything open?
The mall's not open. I'm not sure about the other joint.
Huh. I don't know. But anyway, look, if somebody's out in Sibu and you're up on your lunch game and you want to meet a couple good people for some lunch, holla at your boy, right? Anyway, let's go here. What do we have?
Okay, so Raymond said they are cool people, honest people. Help them out by being a member. Thank you so much for that, Raymond. Thank you. Right. Stephen McCardle, Richie and Cheng, you are famous.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't happen to us in Manila. I mean, it happened once in Manila. Hey, aren't you Richie? Bro?
Exactly.
But here, people,
time.
huh? It was
it was shocking. It was kind of shocking. Like somebody recognized me for real. Right. Anyway. Yeah.
Big Boss said the only box that controls me is the 25 count cigar box or the box that the scotch come in.
Exactly. And that's how it should be. That's exactly how it should be, right? All right.
Okay. Here. Who's this?
My bad. Okay.
DG. Sup,
Hey,
Richie and Cheng?
what's
I'm
up,
in
DG?
Bataan now. Hello, DG. Yes.
Absolutely.
Welcome back to the Philippines.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, word! I didn't see that. I did not see. I didn't pay attention. I was just doing something else. He's okay. So, hey, man, you know what to do, DG. You know, man. Man, if you leave the Philippines and I ain't even gonna say nothing. I'm not even gonna say nothing, bro. You leave the Philippines without hollering at your boy, man. Watch.
Oh, then we missed one long comment here.
Right here. Okay. I had that one. Okay, my bad. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So DC in Cebu, I had a 5-bedroom, 5 toilet and bath house. I didn't really get dirty, but it didn't get dusty. So a lot of mopping was needed. I had 2 Doberman too, so that covered poop patrol too. I got a good nanny is a great thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if you have dogs that you have to clean every
And
day.
Dobermans are big dogs too. They gotta get walked. You gotta get Dobermans out of the house, right?
Okay, so Ray said, hell no. I would never let someone access to my account and transferring
Crazy.
money, no matter how long we have been together, period.
No, I love you, sweetie. But you know what? As good as we talk about you and money and how good you are about money, speaking of the devil, we'll take this call real quick. Caller, what you got? Yeah, what you got, caller?
What up?
What's up, man?
I'm just flooding and sunning, man, sitting here at the house. Let me move this dumb water tank, man.
Nice.
Nah, just, we getting things taken care of. We got to do some business a little bit, and then we'll be free.
How long you gonna be in town, bro?
To the end of the month.
To the end of the month? You coming out? Are you coming to Manila?
Yeah. We'll be in Manila. Probably not this coming week. Probably next week.
Okay. Before you come out.
But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, let us know before you come out so we can make arrangements and move our schedule around.
We'll hook that all up. Yeah, we'll hook that all up.
Don't come to Manila without me, man. Don't do it.
I ain't gonna do that, man. We about at the same fighting weight. I got the reach on you, but
for sure.
I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter, man.
You and me both, bro. My fighting days are over. I'm done.
Hey,
DG.
Hey, it's easier for me to walk away, man.
Way easier, man. DG, why are dudes coming here and lowering their standards, bro? Why do they do it?
I like everybody said, like Shane was saying. I think they just like. It's like going to Disneyland, you know. Wow.
Right.
Wow, look at all this, you know. And then when, they start talking to them and then they like, oh, well, nobody ever talked to me like that, you know.
They just
but, I think that it's overwhelmed and, a lot of guys are lonely and just, lose it all, man. Like, no, it's not the end all be all, man. You still got to do the homework. You still got to vet.
Yeah. I wish... Man, I wish we could every live stream. I wish we could tell one of the stories that we know about, and it would scare.
Oh man, you don't. You know what? You don't even have to tell them. I know them. I've seen them.
Man,
I mean, I see them.
Man,
I mean, and just like and then I just learned to be quiet, man. Because like you tell cats up, man, they be like, you offended them. I'm like, well, okay, well,
right.
You're gonna learn the hard way.
You're gonna learn today.
Gone.
Exactly.
Yeah, wrong.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, man. All right. We're looking forward to seeing you, man. We're gonna have a good time.
Okay, yeah, we'll hook that up.
For sure.
Definitely.
All right, man.
So what's the best way to contact you? Like WhatsApp or what?
WhatsApp is always the best way. WhatsApp or by email.
Okay.
If you do it email, it's a little slower, but I'll get to it. But WhatsApp, you'll get a almost immediate response.
Okay, definitely. We'll hook it up, man.
Outstanding.
Okay.
I can't wait to see you, man. Take care.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. All right.
That'll be fun. That's gonna be a fun time. That'll be a real fun time, right? Okay. What we got here?
Okay, DC said, women are lining you up and they want fresh meat.
They want that fresh meat, man. They know it. They just like how you be smelling my armpits, how you
Honey, even if women don't smell you, they look at you and then they give you a smile. Even if you're with me, no? The audacity.
they know. They know.
Even if you're with me. No, that's right.
Right.
That's why I move in closer.
Hey, look who's in the house.
Hello, Rabbit.
Rabbit, what's happening, man? Long time no see.
Thank you for joining
Yeah,
us.
what's going on, Rabbit? Well, the question is, we'll repeat the question just for you because you're a long timer. And the question is, why do dudes come to the Philippines or come to Southeast Asia and completely lower their standards? Why do they allow women to do things here that they would never allow? Why do they accept things here that they would never accept back home? Why do they do it? And I think DG gave a really good explanation, along with yours and everybody else's.
Yeah.
But the premise of this is for y'all to stop doing it. Stop doing it, right?
What did DG say?
Right here? Okay.
Yeah. DG said, see, Richie, you gave Cheng too much power. No power at all.
Don't believe that, bro. Don't believe that. Yeah. You know what? I mean, do you feel like I'm like a dictator or like you do this, do that, do this, do that? It's gonna be my way. Go ahead.
Sometimes.
No, be for real.
Sometimes during work, but of course, during work.
What's the name of the channel?
Richie Rich abroad.
What's the name?
Richie Rich.
Okay.
Abroad.
Okay. All right.
During work especially, I expect that because you own this channel and this is under your name, and everything good and bad that goes to this channel, it falls on you. So I understand that completely. And a lot of times you put what?
Go ahead, finish.
And I understand that completely. And a lot of times you ask for my opinion.
I ask for your opinion. So is that a dictatorship?
No, it's not a dictator.
In regular life, outside of Richie Rich Abroad, and sometimes with Richie Rich Abroad, I care about your opinion. Sometimes I don't. Yeah, but in regular life, you feel like it's a dictatorship.
I know.
It's not supposed to be. I ask your opinion because I want your opinion because your opinion matters. But then I'm gonna make decisions. I'm gonna make the decisions based on what you told me, based on your input, and that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah, and sometimes, a lot of times, I already have it ready here, so that whenever you ask for it, but I'm not going to volunteer the information unless you ask me for it, because
Okay. You have to learn how to volunteer information. You have to learn how to volunteer.
Now I learned that you wait for me to ask. I'm not going to volunteer.
Honey, do you think, or honey, what do you think about?
I'll be better
so you
at
have
that.
to learn how to volunteer information, right? All right, okay.
Sorry, I just read DG's comment. Okay, so Rabbit said, many Pinays will mix with other foreign things to improve her bloodline. I find that hilarious. But some do in the hope their offsprings will be in the movies. Yeah, a lot of times it happens here that they want to have a foreigner's baby so that their children can audition to be artists here in the Philippines. Because a lot of times mixed babies end up in show business.
Right.
Here in
that happened a lot in China. That happened a lot in China too. Because I gotta say this, the Chinese and black babies, ridiculous. The Chinese black, but I saw one of them. Not good because you always kind of think that the Blasian babies are always really not always. I saw one. I was like, oh, good guy. But usually, they would always put the mixed kids in commercials and in ads, all that stuff. Always put the mixed kids in there. Always. So it's a thing. Definitely a thing. Right? All right. What we got here? Okay.
Okay, so additional from Rabbit, when expats go there, many are overwhelmed with this attention they get there, and many cannot handle that much attention and mistake it for truth. It is all flattery, is all.
That's it. It's part of the game, and they're very, very good at the game.
Yes, for sure.
Daily Dose.
of Drix. Welcome to our channel. What's up, Richie and Cheng? Know you from Cal's channel and saw your live, so I'm stopping by. Thank you for stopping by.
Thanks, Daily Dose. I hope you subscribe to our channel already if you haven't. And if you guys are new here, subscribe to our channel, man. We got something for you. We definitely got something for you. You know, let's be honest. You know, Cal talks a little bit more about about a lot of stuff. A lot of ours focuses on relationships, dating, and travel around, you know, doing stuff around the Philippines and doing stuff around Southeast Asia. Sometimes when I go home, I'll talk about some of the differences between home and here, home in China, or wherever places I've lived. But ours is focused more on dating. But we understand that a lot of cats like to talk about our well-rounded politics and blah, blah, blah. But if we talk about politics, then, you know, well,
Yeah.
then there's only, you know, we cut. That might be for the solo
Back to
show.
you.
Yeah, that might be for the solo
Yeah.
show. But anyway, we talk more about dating, relationships, and all that stuff. Because let's be honest, like when we first started this, that's what most of the cats are here for.
Yes.
For booty and I almost call it booty and booty and beaches, right? People in Europe they call them beaches. I'm just like they call it bitches, and I'm like, no, it's beaches, beaches, right? They say, let's go to the bitch, and I'm like, no, beach. Anyway, but that's the reason a lot of cats come here. And yeah, we know the cost of living is lower here and in Thailand or Cambodia. But if the women were, I mean, look, if you're looking for a lower cost of living, Fiji is lower. Going to Fiji has a lower cost of living. Right? Or there's a lot of islands out there that have a lower cost of living. There's a reason they come here. There's a reason they come go to Thailand and all that stuff.
It's not just the cost of living.
It's not just the cost of living.
It's women.
Yeah, I mean, let's not perpetrate, right? Okay.
Okay, so Obi-Wan said, I'm sipping single malt right now. Abalur 12 double cast. Johnny Blue is a great blended one.
I got Obi-Wan. I got Johnny Blue here, bro. I got Johnny Blue and
Johnny Green.
And Johnny Green. And unbeknownst to a lot of people think Johnny Green is the best one. It's not. It's Johnny Blue. All right. Okay, here.
I think it's between them and Big Mac.
For sure. All right. Okay. DeMarcus Robinson. What's happening, DeMarcus? What's going on?
Just waves at you guys. Great topics and God bless. Thank you
Thanks,
so much.
DeMarcus. We appreciate you dropping in, man. We appreciate you having you on the show.
Okay, so Daily Doe said, Rich, wait, I thought specifically Black and Filipino children get bullied in the Philippines.
I heard that too.
And not really, go ahead.
I heard that too, but I heard that it's not they get bullied. They only get the kids who don't have fathers. That's my opinion. You can confirm this or not. It's the kids who don't have fathers here that get bullied in the Philippines, whether they're black, white, or whatever. If you don't have a father, the kids are gonna pick on you. Go ahead, though.
Yes, I concur with what you said because, yeah, it happens a lot, especially when you don't have a complete family. You get bullied. Number two, it's because of the color. Because as you all know, here in the Philippines, the beauty standards are different, and if you have darker skin color, they will start calling you certain names and mock you for your skin color. But a lot of children do that, but not really.
I see. No, not the adults, but I think there's a change. I really think that there's a change even with the kids because of the influence of social media.
Yeah, they normally call you bro now.
I think there's a big change, and I think what's happened nowadays with the kids is that you're cooler. If your father is black. It depends on the kid, of course, but a lot of times they look at you as more cool if your father is around.
And also, I noticed this with a lot of teenagers nowadays. They want their hair curly. Like
where else have I heard that before?
Guys, curly.
Not sure where I've heard that before. Anyway, but I agree with you what you said. I think that used to be how things worked out. But look, social media changes perception of a lot of stuff.
There are
It
pros and cons.
influences people, right? And the influence is they see NBA players, they see the people online, the rappers, people that they look up to and admire. They see them online here and in social media here too now. So now, if your father, like our boys, our boys are like, this is my dad, right? This is my dad. Look at my dad, right? And the kids are ooh ah, like that. I think that used to be the thing, but I don't care what color you are, if you're mixed white, mixed black, or mixed what. If your father isn't around, your kid's going to get bullied. That kid is going to get bullied. Period. Okay. Big Love's in the house. What's
Hello,
happening, Big Love?
Hi, Richie, Chang, Slick, and everybody else. Dodgers lost. I've been walking the back streets crying.
No, that's all right. I'm okay with the Dodgers losing. The Giants won 2 in a row. We lost 3 in a row first, but the Giants won 2 in a row. So the Dodgers losing is a good thing for me, right? All right.
Okay. So it's all about alcohol, honey.
About drinking, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
So Rabbit said, I grew up without my father because he died young. Nobody ever bullied me in the Philippines. It all depends who is your family. Everything is small town deal. Everyone knows who is who there.
Right.
I think a lot of times you get bullied by children to children.
Children can be pretty tough on you, though. Right.
Yeah, because I remember the boys experiencing that.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm sorry for your loss, Rabbit. That's got to be tough on a young kid to grow up without a father in your life. So, but it's an interesting perspective. I really think it has a lot. In the big city, I think you're going to get bullied. I think you're going to get bullied in the big city. Maybe not in the province, though. You said maybe a small town, but maybe not in the provinces. I'm not sure. But in the big city, from everything I know and I've been told, if you don't have a father in your life, especially if the chismis is that your father and your mother split up, you're going to get bullied. Yeah. Okay. What we got? Is that it? We did it?
Yes, I think.
All right, so we did it.
Cool.
But look, okay, so we're not quite at the end, but a couple of things that I want to talk about. Let's get to the core of this, and then we'll kind of finalize it. If you guys want, the line is still open. If you guys want to call in and give us your final take, remember, for you guys who are new to this channel, call in. Don't just comment. Call in and give us your take. We want to hear what you got to say.
It's more personal.
It's way more personal, and it makes the show better. Why do men lower their standards? One, this scarcity mindset. Oh, I got to hold on to her. If I lose her, I ain't going to get another one like this. Yes, you will, bro. It's the Philippines. They're everywhere. Yeah, you'll have to sift through the low-hanging fruit, but there's plenty of them just like her. Go ahead.
But another thing, honey, that I'm going to push back a little, because a lot of guys...
push back?
A little.
Go ahead.
A little.
Just what you got to say.
Because I think that a lot of guys, when they found the person, they want to stick with that person and try their best to work it out. Because they don't want to go through the betting process again, because they are now impatient. Oh, I have to do that all over again. They don't want to start from scratch. No? So
yes, but that's what vetting is.
Yeah, I know.
If she doesn't meet your if she doesn't meet your standards, you have to be willing to walk away.
That's what a lot of men do. I don't want to put in the work anymore, so I'm just gonna, accept her the way she is.
Well, if you don't want to put in the work, then that's what you're gonna get.
Then don't complain later.
If you're not willing to be a quality man, then you can't demand a quality woman. Then you don't qualify for a quality woman.
Yeah, agreed.
Right? Right. So the first thing is the scarcity mindset. The second thing, the ego boost. That we all talked about, the attention you suddenly get, right? Suddenly you're guapo, you're super, you start believing, goddamn, I do look good, huh?
Everybody can be wrong.
Right, all these women's telling me I look good, I must look good, right? but some dudes believe that even before they came here to the Philippines. Just saying. And the third one, the loneliness, and we know that's the case. And it's not. I'm not saying I'm not empathetic towards these guys
Who are
out
lonely.
there. I absolutely understand. I really do understand. But isn't it better to put some time into choosing a good partner who you can spend and literally have enjoyment with, than just choose the first person that comes along that pays you some attention and causes you a whole bunch of grief down the line? I just think it's a lot better, right? The last thing is, somebody also mentions this, the fantasy versus reality confusion. I think it was GG that said Disneyland. It's like being at Disneyland, right? You suddenly, look at that ride. I want to ride everything, right? All these good things, right?
They mistake attention and attraction.
They mistake attention for attraction, right? Right. Or
love with infatuation.
All of that stuff, right? So they get carried away, and it is tough. It is very tough, right? So,
and also, I think a lot of times men come here when they're emotionally damaged, emotionally traumatized, and thinking that when they come here, they get fixed.
It's gonna be better. It's gonna be fresh off a divorce, or all that stuff.
Yeah,
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Have time to heal first, because how can you give your whole self, or how can you give 100% of you if you're not 100% healed?
Right.
It would be unfair for that person that you are using her to heal, like a rebound.
A rebound.
Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson didn't rebound.
I know,
honey.
crossover. Wait, with the shoulder.
Oh,
Shoulder fake.
You get back into the show. Get back in the show. Would you read the comment, please?
Okay, so Uncle Mo. Hey, Richie.
What's up, Uncle Mo?
Love watching you guys relate to each other with humor. My wife and I always laugh together. Thank you that you're enjoying the show.
We have fun together. I'm telling you, man, she makes me crazy sometimes. But
Sometimes.
we have a good time together. We really do. And anybody, if you spend time with us, this is what you get. I mean, you can't be different than who you are. This is what you get. She's crazy, and I'm not crazy, but I'm funnier than people think I am.
Yeah, you're funnier.
Not as funny as you are, because you.
You make me even more funny. You know what to throw.
No, but you're jokey Smurf though. You're jokey Smurf, and I'm Papa Smurf.
Papa Smurf.
Yeah.
I'm Smurfette.
You're jokey. You're jokey Smurf.
I'm Smurfette because I'm the only girl Smurf. Papa Smurf.
And the show. Get back to the show, right?
Yeah, okay,
all right.
Go ahead.
So what high standards men do differently, right? Keep this. So the point of the show, keep the same standards wherever you are. If you had standards at home, maintain those same standards here in the Philippines, or Thailand, or Cambodia, or China, or Japan, or Korea, wherever you go, maintain your standards. Maintain the boundaries. That's what women are going to respect. If you don't maintain your boundaries and keep the same standards, women are not going to respect you.
Agreed. And the real flex is not getting a woman abroad. The real flex is getting a good woman everywhere.
How about anywhere?
Anywhere. Yeah. Getting a good woman anywhere. So because your standards would apply wherever you go.
So how do we usually finish our videos? Don't lead with your character, not with your cash, right? That's the other thing, is don't come in.
But
I know it's so hard. It's so hard to
cash.
tell people. It's people they're not going to listen. But anyway, we gotta say it, because if we don't say it, then they say, "Oh, you never said that."
We're like a broken record until you get it.
Right. And the last thing for me, be willing to walk away from red flags. I know, but she's so fine, man. Oh, that box is so good. She hit me with the goodies, right? But be willing to walk away. If there's all those red flags, be willing to walk away. You need, for your own health, for your own benefit, for your own peace of mind, be willing to walk away if this woman is a headache. If you can see she is not going to be a benefit, she's not going to be an asset to you in a relationship, be willing to walk away. You will have other opportunities. I promise you, it's the Philippines. Anything else? Anything to add to that?
Yeah, so if you don't some of the Western guys don't level up. They just change locations. No, they put their standards away or throw them out of the window once they come here. And if you don't have standards at home, don't expect that when you come here, you suddenly have standards. You will not have standards. You're just changing locations. So whatever you're not willing to do at home, don't do it somewhere else.
Don't do it somewhere else either. And I think that's I think that is the biggest message to get across. But I want to say one thing, because there's always a couple of women in here that are here and they stay silent. Miss Rhoda is one of the few women that comment, but there's a few other ones. To those women, I want to say, for those high quality women, those quality women that are out there, maintain your standards. Don't accept the dudes out here who come here who aren't taking care of themselves, who are out of shape, out of condition. Those men are going to be a liability to you. Those men are going to end up being short time because they're unhealthy. Their pockets aren't good. They're going to end up being in the hospital. They're going to end up losing most of their money because their health is bad. Don't accept a man who is not a quality man. Maintain your standards for the same standards you might have for a local man. Make sure that you have for a foreign man. It doesn't just apply to us.
And let me add to what you said.
No, don't add to what I said.
Don't add. I'll detract to what you said. Okay, so I think that a woman accepting you is not the same as the woman choosing you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, what's the difference?
The difference is that woman who's just accepting you is because, I can get a lot from this. I just can get something from this man. I'll just accept him.
Right.
I'll just treat him right. I'll just accept him. That's it. But when a woman chooses you, she wants to be with you.
She wants to be with you, right? I mean, she's choosing you among this dude. There's 10 dudes that she's choosing, especially a quality woman. The quality woman is going to have choices. She's going to have options because she's a quality woman. And now she's choosing you, right? And that's the difference.
Yes.
That's the big difference. Good live stream. Good live
you.
stream. Hey, you guys, we appreciate you guys coming out to our live stream, joining us. Don't forget to watch our next video, which pops off tomorrow night. For you members, it'll pop off
Tomorrow night?
tomorrow morning. When is it?
What is it today?
It's nighttime. It's nighttime tomorrow.
Friday. Friday.
Our next video is tomorrow night. Our next video is tomorrow night. Yes, it is. Right. But for you members, it's going to come out. It'll be out tomorrow morning. It'll be out tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. That's all right. I got you. I got you. Yeah. Anyway, if you're a member, if you're not a member, become a member of the Richie Rich Abroad community.
Yeah.
It's worth it. We make it worth your time. And
it's cheaper than your cup of coffee.
She doesn't dance butt naked on the bed, but it's still worth it. I guarantee you. We'll make it worth your time. Anything else you want to say?
And you get to answer the trivia question first. That's the perk. We got good trivia questions.
Who's we? You do the trivia question.
You do it. You do the thinking. I just deliver.
Okay. Anyway, you guys, thanks a lot. That was our cue, right? Thanks a lot for joining us. Be sure to join us on Saturday night, our next live stream. And what's the title of the live stream? You remember? We'll let it be a secret.
Yeah.
It's a good topic.
And it's a secret. Yeah. Are we doing Saturday night? Whatever you're saying. Okay, go. I think it's Friday night. We changed the live stream.
It is.
Yeah.
But it's our Saturday morning.
That's why Friday night. Friday night.
Okay. Okay. And thank you, sweetie. Thank you. You guys, thanks a lot. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys for joining us. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Yeah, y'all, the like button, it's free. It costs you nothing to hit the like button. Just think, that's all you got to do.
And don't forget, if you plan on coming here to the Philippines, planning to one more time. we don't have bloopers for the live streaming. Okay, let me leave you with this quote. A quote. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So if you don't prepare on coming here to the Philippines, and if you want to prepare, book a consultation with us, with Rich, solo, could be both of us, and we'll answer all of your questions and have your stay here.
It's a video consultation.
Video chat with you guys.
For up to 1 hour.
Yes, for up to 1 hour. And we'll make sure that your stay here in the Philippines will be practically Worry-free.
But one more thing. I guarantee you we will save you money. I guarantee that we will save you money. You book a consultation with us. We'll make sure you will save money. Guaranteed.
Yes.
Right? All right. Anything else?
That's it.
We love you guys. Thank you all for making it happen. We appreciate you guys. Big Boss for the super chats and for membership. Big Boss and Christopher Michael. We appreciate you guys. Don't forget, if you guys ever want to donate or send a super chat, super secret, nobody's going to fall out with you. We ain't going to ask for them, but only send them if we deserve it. That's what it is, right? You got to earn your keep. You can't just ask for stuff,
or
right?
expect something.
Yeah, you got to earn it. So we appreciate you guys.
We hope we earned it.
And regardless, we appreciate the support that you guys give us by coming on our channel and joining our live stream and watching our videos. So thank you guys. I'm Richie Rich for Richie Rich Abroad.
And this is Cheng reminding you guys to always
leave with your character and not with your
cash.
Deuces.
We're out. Have a meaningful Holy Week, everybody. If you're Catholic,
or even if you're not Catholic.
Even if you're not Catholic.
Yeah.
Pray, repent.
What?
Pray, repent. That's what they say.
Okay. All right.
And repent.
Thank you.